Hello guys, this is Bennma, the time traveler, and welcome back to Narcissu. Now, if you're confused, we finished the first game, okay? We started the second game. The second game has like a small story, 5 episodes that I made. We finished that, and then I took a break from the game. Now we're gonna start the actual second season, I guess. If I remember correctly. Okay, give me a second to think about this. Okay, so if I remember correctly, the first or the second game is pretty much the same timeline as the first game, but from a different perspective, I believe. I'm not sure though. Anyway, so let's.
眩しかった日のこと。そんな夏の日のこと。
Okay, we're back to the fields. Okay. Also, I'm still playing the sad story of Emilian Burns. I'm still playing that as well. So I really love these visual novels. So I'm gonna play more of them on the channel because you know this channel I do whatever I like. So let's go. It's summer 1999. Burning sunlight and the sound of cicadas. Today also looked like it would be a hot day. The third summer I have faced since the day I was first hospitalized. Of course, it's not like I was hospitalized the whole time. They were days interrupted with home and outpatient care.
半年前だろうか。最後に来てくれたのは。
Who? Like the people who used to visit you? Wait, let me see if I can remember her name. Sitsumi. Yeah, I remember her. Yeah, that was good times, I guess. The time I spent wearing pajamas slowly grew. Yeah, I guess this is from her perspective instead of our perspective as the first game. So yeah, this is really cool. Like, it's still the same timeline, she's still alive. Now we're seeing everything from her side. So yeah. And as if in direct proportion, the number of people who came to visit me shrank. Yep. First classmate came to visit me every day. I don't know why, but I feel that I've read this already. Is this weird? Did we do this? I really don't know. Oh well. People that were once called friends, but now they had turned into acquaintances. I didn't read that correctly. Anyway, even if I met them on the street, they would just leave after exchanging few words of greeting. Soon those acquaintances will turn to strangers, and someday I'll probably be erased from their memories.
どうやらいい気がしないのだろう。
Yeah.
普通に生きてる人にとって私の存在ってのは。
Ouch. Even if they meet me, it probably doesn't rise their spirits. And probably the same goes for thinking about me.
だから消すことにしたのだと思う。
Man. Yet, whenever the end of the school day came, every day I continued to watch for someone to come. And then, after half a year of waiting, I stopped looking outside and she started to look at the boring television. The boring TV shows. Oh man. Also, if you haven't watched the first game, the first game, link in the description for the entire thing. It's not that long, I guess. I don't know, I actually don't remember. It's been such a long time. Anyway, let's continue. Finally, I remembered to close the curtains, accepted the fact, guessed at the reason.
3年もかけて私にもわかるようになった。
Wait, it's been 3 years already? Wait, what? So was I wrong? Is this not this actual same timeline? Is it before? This is so weird. Am I gonna meet myself? Okay, let's just continue. I'm starting to get weirded out. Also, the series is going to be, the videos are going to be quite short for the series, because I don't think it's going to be too long. Or maybe I will just change if I feel like it. I don't know. It's not that they had forgotten about me. It seems they made as if from the start they never knew me, never saw me. As if there had been nothing there to begin with.
彼らもまた目をつぶっていたいのかもしれない。
Around when I was being admitted in and out of the hospital, when people had already stopped coming to visit me, and I had most likely been erased from everyone's memories. My family moved from the freestanding home we had long lived in to an apartment, and mother started working part-time in a nearby take-out lunch shop. The meaning behind it all, even I could understand. Oh my god, the feeling of being in the way. Oh my god, yeah, this sucks. This really sucks. To feel like, oh, if it wasn't for me, they would have stayed in this big house. They would have lived more of a normal life, but because of how sick I am, they're getting all, they become like this. Yeah, this really sucks. Hospital fees were no joke. In the ward, every day it was a conversation topic for the patients. I came to know how the patients themselves felt the responsibility to their families, far more than families could imagine. Yeah, I understand that. And then the small old slightly dirty wooden building that was our new home. On top of being smaller, Father's daily commute stretched to over 2 hours. Meanwhile, the distance I had to take to the hospital became a 3-minute walk. In front of that beat up, crammed apartment, Father said, "The air here is nice and feels good, doesn't it?" Saying that, he smiled, and Mother smiled in the same way. Because the heat might aggravate my health, they put an air conditioner in my room. Of course, no other room had one. Ah, was it that bad? And Mother, who had started going to a part-time job, often brought back croquettes and fries for me, saying they were leftovers. Croquettes. I don't know what's that. I know it's fries, I mean. Sorry, I kinda killed the moment, didn't I? Okay. In that cramped room, we ate together. Always they smiled happily. It was very painful. Yeah. Their thoughtfulness was unbearably painful. Instead of feeling thankful or happy, I was filled with guilt. Yeah, if I was in her situation, I would probably feel the same. It's your fault. Yeah, you just want them to hate you, just to give yourself a reason to be kinda mad at them and not always feeling that much of guilt. Man, I wanted them to blame me more, being treated being treated kindly hurts. I remember uncontrollable feelings of irritation, even anger towards myself. Yeah, wow, okay. If God were around, I wanted him to quickly heal me, or if that was impossible, to let me die now. He is around, don't worry about it. Everyone else was in the middle of erasing my existence. But in contrast, my parents sought to make me stand out. That was much more painful. Even as I was being treated kindly, I hated myself for being unable to repay it. I cursed the fact that one of the countless misfortunes in the world happened to fall on me by chance. In such times, smiling and putting on a cheerful air may have been what I was supposed to do, but all what I was able to manage was to quietly eat the fries that I really didn't like very much. Mean, mean, mean. The burning sun and cries of cicadas. When the white rainy season clouds cleared and it had turned completely into summer after being readmitted to the hospital for the numberth time. It's like unknown number. If you hear any noise in the background, I can do nothing about it. I'm preparing for because I'm gonna travel soon, so I need to prepare a bunch of videos. So you need to cut me some slack with the background noise, because I really can't do anything about it. Anyway, let's continue. After being readmitted to the hospital for the nth time, finally I was discharged. But that wasn't the end of things. The word discharged also meant until the next time I was admitted, the beginning of a long life of outpatient care. Under the blazing sky today, I again walked the 3 minutes distance in my pajamas. To my mother, who had offered to come along, I replied, "It's alright." In my own way, it was supposed to be out of consideration for her, but the desolate look on her face at my words had also hurt. Did I even read that right? I don't know. I feel like something was wrong. It's okay. I make mistakes every day. You can't spell Bennma without mistakes. M-I-S-T-A-K. We got A and E. You can't spell mistakes without having to use few letters of my name. Crap, that was so uncool. Anyway, my feet happened to stop before some school. Most likely it was an elementary school. Since it was already summer vacation, there weren't many people in sight. In front of that empty schoolyard, for some reason, I wound up gazing without thinking. Without thinking, my feet had stopped. Occasionally, I would see happy children running around, and my eyes would follow them. Under the blazing sky, the long-sleeved pajamas were hot. I felt strongly out of place, gazing at the schoolyard. After standing there for a while, I once again began to walk. However, not towards the hospital, but home. And once I returned to my room, I took out the sailor uniform that had been in my dresser. Sleeves that I hadn't passed my arms through in 3 years. A just like new uniform. Previously they had been worn for only a single week. And now, to me, They were the only clothes other than pajamas I own. Oh, that is really sad. Once again, walking under the blazing sky, the noisy cicadas and running sweat with the same was the same as just before. But the people who walked by, their eyes did not pause upon me. Even I, as a part of the backdrop of the city, as a part of what builds up everyday life, felt accepted. And then, when I entered the schoolyard from earlier, before my eyes was a metal bar for small children to play with. I extended my hands toward it, placing strength into my arm. I pulled with all my might and kicked the ground. A moment's sensation of floating, and my body spins around. Oh, this is the thing. This is the main menu picture. The picture of the main menu. I whispered that aloud for some reason while I looked around. Did I say that right? I whispered that aloud for some reason when I looked around from atop the bar. The strong sunlight made the playground seem white, and the heat made the ground look wavy. Is it that hot? Oh, I wouldn't stay outside if it's that hot. I mean, you may like die or anything. Die or something is what I wanted to say. Occasionally, I could hear the voices of happy children. Maybe you need to go to the hospital now for real, like for the. You need like some therapy or something. Hearing children. Okay, that was a stupid joke. I'm gonna continue. I'm not gonna make jokes. This is serious. Okay, serious face. You can't see me. And the insistent voices of cicadas declaring the summer was their season. With my arms already beginning to shake from supporting my weight, I soaked up the present. Why was it that I suddenly wanted to do this, I wonder? The exact reason, not even I knew. But by now, the times I wore anything but pajamas dwindled. Dwindled? By pajamas dwindled. The pressure from the need to do otherwise had also disappeared. Did I find that to be sad? Or perhaps I wanted to test if I still had the strength? Aw, look at her face. Like, how can you tell such a person you're gonna die? You can't bring yourself to do that. Come on, look at that face. I would die in your place. It's okay, I can die. It's fine. Just be happy. Look at her face, so sad. Should be the same as the normal people who were over there. So, just from a summer slot. Wait, what? Summer slot? Around a bar. I shouldn't be making such a strained face. Somersault. Somersault? That is weird. I never seen that word before. Too big for Bichan. That could be taken super wrongly. Forget that I said anything. Well, just listen or shut up. Because I felt that way, I forced myself to make a smile. But just as I was unable to stop the shaking of my arms, it seemed that too was difficult for me. Is that the first? Oh, I said it was gonna be short. Narcissu. gonna save. Okay, so that was Narcissu, the second season, the main story, episode 1. Now we finished the first season, link in the description for the whole playlist. We finished the small stories, just 5 episodes of a new character that we haven't heard of before, but she lives like in the same universe, I believe. And yeah, just 5 episodes. Also a link to the playlist in the description below if you're interested. And this is the beginning of another feeling of another gameplay feels gameplay of another feels. Yeah, this is the beginning of feels. Shut up, I didn't cry before. I don't cry, I'm a man. Anyway, so for now I'm going to leave this episode here. So thank you, my friend, and welcome back to your lovely video game. Crap, that didn't rhyme. Damn it. So thank you, my friend, for watching till the very end. And I, the great Bennma, is going to see you in a different timeline.